And we are back. It's Orly Davis, and we are very honored to have a new voice in the youth of Israel today that can come and talk, a representative of the voice of Israel, let's say. He's a candidate for the Knesset in the Likud party. He's a candidate to the future leadership of Israel. He worked hard all his life to be really a truthful worker. He's graduated from Stanford University, and he's, he's claimed to be one of the best person in the diamond exchange in Israel. So let's welcome Rועי Kaashi. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, Orly. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the compliments.
Listen, we are counting on you. We need some people to change the world because, as you said, today is the Holocaust Memorial Day, and
right.
And I want you to tell me, what do you think?
Yes, well, today is the Holocaust. I mean, tonight we'll start the Holocaust Memorial Day. Tonight we'll commence all the ceremonies. And tomorrow morning, the entire country will stand 2 minutes of silence to remember and commemorate the victims of the Holocaust, the 6 million Jews that were exterminated by the Nazis. Here in Israel, this is a very important day for us, and we make sure to educate our new generation about it. As you know, Orly, we are facing today, in my opinion, two major problems when it's in regard to Holocaust commemoration. I think our biggest concern today is Holocaust denial. Unfortunately, there are a growing number of Holocaust deniers out there in the world. If 10 to 20 years ago they were afraid to voice their preposterous opinions, today it seems they are gaining momentum and recognition. They are not shy about it. On the contrary, they promote it with enthusiasm, and I think it's a cause for alarm for us. Personally, I think also it's very scary. We don't just listen to the crazy leaders of Iran anymore denying the Holocaust. We're also listening in our own neighborhood to people that denied the Holocaust, like the head of the Palestinian Authority, Abu Mazen, who is an outspoken Holocaust denier. He wrote a thesis about it. And, this guy is being welcomed and being hugged and kissed as if he were a celebrity by leaders worldwide. And
right.
It's very, for me, it's very scary. This is why it's very important that we remember the Holocaust and make sure that we advocate not just our own children, and as I said, I think in Israel we are doing a good job at it, but I think it's important to educate other nations as well, the new generation worldwide. I think we failed to do it abroad, outside of Israel, and we have to be the light to other nations and educate them about the Holocaust as if we educate our own children. We make sure that they remember as well. I want to tell you...
that's why the creation of Israel is such an important thing. And you are, as a promised leader of the Jewish state, needs to remind us all the time that Israel was constructed to safeguard Jewish faith, because we are really under siege constantly through the years. Yes, sir. Tell me about your personal story.
I want to tell you a personal story. I had a business in Thailand, and I was going there quite often, and there was a local restaurant, I used to eat daily, almost daily. And suddenly one of the workers one day just showed up with a T-shirt with a swastika on it. And the next day he started like wearing an ear piercing with swastikas. And eventually I couldn't hold myself, and I asked him, why do you wear these symbols? Do you know it's like very offensive for me? And or do you understand what it even means? And, he was shocked. He didn't know what I'm talking about. He didn't know what the swastika represents. And after a short conversation with the guy, I was shocked to hear that the Holocaust is not in the curriculum of the Thai education system. There is a new generation out there that knows nothing about the Holocaust. and after a short research, I even find out that there are a lot of other countries in the world, especially in Asia, but also, in Africa, in South America, where the Holocaust is not in the curriculum. And I think this is a very big problem. And this is something that is up to us to... It's something that we need to take care of it, to make sure that children worldwide, that nation worldwide, add the Holocaust and the World War II and everything that happened, all the atrocities that happened, to the curriculum. And that leads us to the
that's where they need to. That's why they need to teach bigotry, something that in America, for some reason, they've been starting to lack. Because I heard that the anti-Semitism level got to rise so up in America, especially in Europe. It's already on the scary level that people are running out of Europe because they cannot live there. Do you think in Thai there is anti-Semitism as well, or they just are ignorant to the history?
They're just ignorant to the history, and it's not. You cannot say they are ignorant. They were just never taught it. And if we add it, if we talk to the Thai government and ask it to the Thai education system, and ask it to add it to the curriculum, it can solve a lot of problems. It can solve also the problem of Holocaust denial. And that leads us to yes.
I think that Hollywood needs to do a better job, and I spoke about it before, because people don't realize that there are so many stories in the world history that can be told through movies that people in Thailand or all the rest of the world can see and listen to, and instead of that, they're just showing destruction. And if we're talking about life full of art, we need to invest in good movies and making sure that our story is told. I know that Spielberg did many years ago a very good Holocaust movie. I think it was Schindler's List.
Yes,
but there are still tons, yes, and it was incredible, and it touched the hearts of many people.
Right.
But it's 30 years ago. I don't remember any other story of heroism of any kind. And there are many stories to be told. There are 6 million victims that are, their voice is still not heard.
That leads us to the second problem. Hollywood is a very important tool, we can use. But the second problem we are facing, and this is where Hollywood comes as a solution, I think, among other solutions, is that the job of commemorating the Holocaust and fighting Holocaust denial is getting harder and harder because we are losing the first-hand witnesses. We are losing the survivors. The survivors pass away. It's a question of time, and unfortunately time takes its toll eventually. Very soon we will reach the tipping point where there are no survivors left anymore, no first-hand witnesses to serve as living proof to all the atrocities that took place. And it is up to us, to the next generation, to be the torch bearers, to carry the beacon, as they say. We have to make sure the voices of the survivors echo throughout the generation. I feel in the last few years...
Absolutely, and you are...
I feel as you said, that in the last few years, the echo is getting dimmer. And this is something we just cannot afford to happen. I think it's up to us to make sure that their echo is not just getting dimmer, but opposite so, that their voices are being amplified and that their stories will be heard loud and clear long after they are gone. And one way to do it is, through Hollywood, as you suggest, and it's very unfortunate that in the last few years there weren't any major Holocaust movies coming out. But fortunately, we have the tools to do it. We can record the interviews, we can influence Hollywood to make more motion pictures, but it's up to us not to fall asleep on our watch.
On the job, right? Yes, and you actually doing some videos. You interview people and you make sure that you talk to people. I think that you're doing a good job in that. and your voice is being heard. Let's hear more of you, and I hope and I wish you all the best in your endeavor to go to the Knesset. Leadership is a hard task, and it takes a lot of hard work. And I bless you for good work and good road ahead. And let's turn things around. We need people like you. Thank you so much for coming. It was my honor, sir.
For the interview. It was a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. God bless you. Take care. All right, guys. We have this guy's promise. We have a lot of good people in this world that can take on the world and make a difference. And sometimes they need to have bold shoulders and go and the hero is in the heart. And if you look at Rועi's eyes, you can see a very, very strong person that has what it takes to go the miles. It's not like you just talk the talk, you already walk the walk. So God bless him and wish him luck.